Well, welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Automotive Drama. Today I got this beautiful classic Mustang. I almost fell and tripped myself. In really spectacular shape, actually. She takes very good care of this car. She just had it repainted. Yeah, we're trying to figure out, the body shop can't even put the cowl in this thing. So, you can't even buy one. Yeah, good luck with that. But anyways, she's had this car for like 8 or 9 years, and it had the original spark plugs in it. They were 24 years old. I changed them at 150. Had the original, actually, Motorcraft wires on this thing, too. She's had it since it had 90,000 on it. And so I know it's never been touched. Nobody's going to put wires and plugs on one of these in 90,000. They don't need it. But it came in as a no-start, crank no-start. And what the crazy part about it was, she said she got home and it was dead. The battery was dead. And she didn't drive it for like a week. She was out of town or whatever. She had a little jumper box. She tried to start it. It wouldn't start. So she went and got a new battery, put it in, and said as soon as she put it in, the fan started running. Just all by itself. No key on, no nothing. And then she went to go start it. It cranks, but no start. No codes. The theft system wasn't activated, none of that crap, because I scanned it. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So then I shot some fuel in it, and she started right up. Good old-fashioned brake clean, and there's a tube still. So I checked the fuel pressure, no fuel pressure. Listen for the fuel pump, no fuel pump. Try to activate the fuel pump with my scanner, no fuel pump. Now, this thing has the craziest module on it. There it is. I actually replaced this module on this car 5 or 6 years ago. This module, the reason I replaced this module is because the AC compressor clutch wouldn't come on. She had a brand new compressor, or somebody else did that, but nobody could figure out how to get it to work. And they had it wired up hillbilly style. So I found out what was wrong with it, and I replaced this 6-7 years ago, I think. This thing actually controls the fuel pump, the fans, and the AC compressor. High-low fans, all of it. High speed or high pressure cutout for the AC. It's all controlled by that little box, and that little box is stuffed way up in there. Now, believe it or not, I didn't even pin it out because I already knew that module controls the fuel pump. There's a fuel pump relay in there, and I knew it all controlled, and I saw the coolant fan just running like mad wildfire for no reason. So I already knew kind of where to look, and I actually still have that one on the shelf. That was actually the original one. So I didn't even pin it out. I was just curious, and I kind of already knew, especially when I took the wheel well off. And I smelled burnt plastic. I mean, that thing, you could smell, I could still smell that thing from here. You could smell how burnt it is. But I just plugged it in and it started right up. Now, finding that module, I don't even know if it's available. Probably used. What I'm going to do is take that one after she gets a new one, and I'm going to take that one and I'm going to make one good one out of it. Because I already know what's wrong with that one. So I can take the parts. The fan circuit still works on this one. So I already know what there's like. There's like little relays in there, and I've already had these apart. I used to fix them on old Ford modules back in the day. But yeah, that's kind of a crazy problem. I mean, she's like, let's get a fuel pump. Let's get a fuel pump. I'm like, nah, I was even tapping on the tank. There's nothing wrong with the fuel pump. Actually, I put that in and it fired right up. So if you guys ever run across one of these and you got no fuel pressure, no codes, and you shoot fuel in it, go after that. I wouldn't suggest just changing it. You need to check powers and grounds first if it's got all its power and ground, and you can pin it out to see if it's working or not. But if it's got all powers and grounds, that's how modules are. If it's got power and ground and signal and it don't work, it's no good. It's kind of simple deduction. But anyways, yeah, this is a beauty. Well, she was happy she can get her car back tonight, and she's going to order one. Now, the AC won't work. But I remember that the coolant fan did work, but the AC compressor wouldn't come on because it cycles the clutch. It's the relay for the clutch is in there, and it runs through the high pressure switch, which is also a circuit on that for that. Let me go inside the shop here real quick. Yes, it is a beautiful day in Florida. And let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. There is the pinout for that thing. You see it controls coolant fan motor high-low, and it's got several powers. Power to fuel pump, coolant fan motor high-low, output, power at all times, PCM power on. Now the power at all times is why it's shorted out to the fans. There's also low fan control input, that's for the AC. AC clutch, high-speed fan ground. So there has to be a ground there, or it needs to receive a signal for the ground. I didn't look at the wiring diagram. I can't quite remember. And then the fuel pump relay input. That's when the PCM tells the module to turn the fuel pump on. High-low pressure switch. You see the white-out, cut-out throttle, all that. All that is controlled from that module. So that's pretty much it for today. Anyways, like always, likes are nice, subscribes are better. Questions, comments, feel free. And you know the routine. If you've watched this far, exercise that thumb muscle, hit the like button, subscribe button, and ring the bell. You can watch more episodes if you want. If you don't, then don't. But have a good day, and thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye.